2. Alright, howdy you guys. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I have a bunch of different shirts and designs that I'm going to be opening up. And then if you have any questions, feel free to ask. These are the shirts that I dyed on Tuesday. And then I just washed them out once. And they'll be going through 5 more wash cycles. And hopefully you can see the design's okay. I did a heart on that one. And I have a couple duplicate kind of shirts that I did for my nieces. And this is what those are. I have probably 6 or 8 little kid shirts. And I really like this design. I put a little bit of turquoise right on the outside edge of the heart, and it really seems to kind of highlight it. And I like the effect that I get out of doing that. So, then I have 6 or so pocketed t-shirts, and that's what this one is. And this is a fun design that I get. I folded the shirt in kind of thirds or in halves, and there's 2 lines of symmetry on it that kind of plays with the eye. It's not completely symmetrical along the center of the shirt. And I will be reusing the rubber bands that don't end up breaking on me. And to get them off, I try to get them all off at once, but that sometimes doesn't happen, and it takes a little bit of time to get them off. But here is the next fold that I did, and this is basically the same fold as the previous shirt. Instead of fan folding it straight up and down, I folded it at an angle. Hopefully you can hear me okay over the music and everything. I would have done this a little bit sooner, but I got a bunch of snow the last night, and I've been shoveling my walkways. And it's still just kind of coming down. And yeah, this is awesome. I really like this design. It's really fun. There's a lot of stuff kind of going on with it. And then this shirt is basically the same fold, but I used turquoise and bright green for the lighter colors, and then navy for the darker color. And I did a few designs off camera. I was just kind of really exhausted, and I went and took a nap after the last live stream. So here is this one, and this one's going to be my shirt that I wear. And I put the blue, the navy, the turquoise, and the green on the initial side all at the same time, and then when I flipped it over, I put the turquoise and green down, and then I put the navy down after the turquoise and green were down, and it really kind of just gives it a fun effect along some of these lines. And you love that one? Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I did this design. I've been tie-dyeing since 2008, and I did this design at the end of last year, or the fall of 2016, and it just really kind of popped, and I really liked the effect. I had never done it before, and I've made a few other shirts kind of like it. The blue and green and navy one is done in the same fashion. I just don't have the full rainbow on it. And here is just a little kid shirt crinkle folded or scrunch folded. And then this one, I don't need to take off the rubber bands because they already came off in the washing machine. And after I took all the shirts out of the washing machine, I checked the bottom of the washing machine for any loose rubber bands, and I took them out. And that one I just kind of rolled up and then put Brilliant on and Navy on, and it's a fun design. Here's another one that I don't have to do anything with the rubber bands, but it's really fun. People really seem to enjoy that pattern. Here is another kid's shirt. Or I guess a toddler shirt. And pretty much for me, anything with the rainbow is a fairly popular design. And here is another rainbow shirt. I think that this is the design where I just kind of lifted it up and let it fall flat on the table, and I fan folded up it, and it's just kind of fun. It's not your normal rainbow. And it's not just the rainbow all in one place. It has, you know, different colors next to each other. Here is another toddler shirt with kind of the highlighted heart around it. Here is a hat that I did. And this will probably be for my hat. It gets a little sunny here sometimes, so this should be fun to wear and keep the sun out of my eyes. I don't know if you can completely see it, but it's got the rainbow on it, and yeah, it's just kind of fun. I have a couple shirts I'm going to save till the end. This is just a crinkle fold that I did off camera. What colors did I do on the shirt that I'm wearing right now? So the shirt that I'm wearing right now is more batiqued than tie-dyed, and it was a green shirt, and I used a I don't remember what they're called right now, but a stamp that I put the wax on, and then I stamped kind of it's almost a star or a sunburst on, and then I dyed it navy over the green. So the part that was batiqued remained green, and then the part that was dyed is just kind of a darker green. I'm going to move the hat out of the way, but here is just kind of a fun crinkle fold. I started with green on top near the neckline, and then I did some blue and some turquoise. And here is a hat that I dyed. I don't know if I'll be wearing this hat or if it's going to go into my shop. And then here is the polo that I did, and this is going to be my polo, I think. And it turned out pretty awesome. Here is another toddler shirt. Yeah, no problem. It's kind of hard to describe how I do some of these designs, and I really like this shirt. I'd like to kind of show you just this design a little more in depth, but I don't know if I can really do that right now. So here's a little rainbow heart on a kid's shirt, And I have one more kid shirt that I'm opening them up that's the same design. If I can get all the rubber bands off. And there is another fun little heart, little matching shirts. Here is another crinkle fold, I believe. And I've tried to think a lot about some of the designs that I've seen from the 60s and 70s from pictures or in movies, and I've tried to recreate that effect sometimes. This may not be the best example of it, but I've kind of done a really loose fan or a really loose crinkle fold on that shirt. What are my tips for getting strong, bright colors? So pretty much every shirt or every piece of fabric that I get, I wash it in the washing machine for a full round. Here's another crinkle folded shirt. I wash every shirt in the washing machine. I use a soda ash solution of a pH of around 11 or 12 in a 5-gallon bucket, and I let every shirt soak in that for at least half an hour before I spin out the soda ash solution and I collect the unused soda ash solution back into the 5-gallon bucket. And then I use my dyes within 12 hours of mixing them with water. I don't use the dyes, or I basically just throw away any excess dyes that I haven't used, but normally I have more fabric than I have dye for, so I'll have a couple pieces of fabric left over after each dyeing session normally. And I dye enough that they don't sit around for longer than a week or two. And once the piece has been soaked in the soda ash solution, I dry it out so it's fairly damp. If it's too wet, even with the soda ash solution, it sometimes seems to not allow the dye to go all the way into the material. And then once every piece has been dyed, I let it sit for at least 24 hours before I wash it out. This stuff has been sitting for close to 40 hours, 36 hours, but 24 hours, 18 hours seems to be pretty good. And I use approximately 5.5 tablespoons per 32-ounce bottle of dye that I mix up. And then here are a pair of pants that I dyed off camera, and for me, I kind of don't like to do symmetry all the time, and with my pants, I will do like a fan fold going up one leg, and then a crinkle fold going up the other leg. And those are going to be my pants. For the dye, if I'm using a 16-ounce water bottle, I will use approximately 8 teaspoons of dye, 8.5 teaspoons of dye depending on the color. Some of the colors like black and navy, I will do a little bit more than just 8 teaspoons. I may go up to 10 or 12 teaspoons. And for an 8-ounce bottle, I use about 4 teaspoons, maybe a little bit more. The pants are dope. Thank you. I get a lot of compliments on wearing tie-dye pants, and sometimes it's just that, you know, they're colorful pants. A lot of people just wear blue jeans or, you know, whatever pants, and they're just one color. And to get the full rainbow on a pair of pants, a lot of people don't really expect that. I either get a lot of compliments or a lot of looks. And this is a shirt that I folded up off camera. It's hopefully going to be a really dope turtle, and I used some sinew on it, and it normally takes a little bit longer for me to take off the sinew. And there's kind of 4 different designs on it, and you're gonna see this before I do, so hopefully it turned out like a turtle. So here is the back, and let me kind of go over here on this. Here is the back of the shirt. I have a little floret or mandala that I do on one of the sleeves. The other sleeve I don't have anything on. And then my happy little turtle. And it's a little bunched up just because of the sinew, but after it's washed a couple times, it will just kind of flatten out. And then I also did a sweatshirt. And you may be saying to yourself, but Daniel, you never wash a zippered item with non-zippered items. And normally I don't, but in this case, I put a rubber band around the top of the zipper so that it doesn't come open in the washout process. And the pants are buttoned fly, so they don't have a zipper on it either. That shirt's awesome. Well, thank you. The turtle design comes out pretty good when it does come out. Let's see, get the sleeves going the right way. And here is my just kind of rainbow hoodie. And there's the sleeve. Here is the other sleeve. And then the hood, if you can kind of see that. And that is everything that I dyed up this last round. So, well, Trippy Hipster, thanks for making it. I'm all done opening everything up, but I'm going to just kind of take them off the table one by one. So if you guys have any questions, if you want to look at them again, now is the time. You can also probably replay the video when it's fully uploaded, but here is a little bucket hat that I did. Here is my sweatshirt. I have my turtle design with a little mandala on the sleeve, and then I call it my swervy spine on the back. And when I found that when I wash things with a zipper, if the zipper opens up in the washing machine, it can just eat into the fabric on different shirts. So when I don't if I don't have to wash something with a zipper with just normal t-shirts, I won't, if that makes sense. Zippers can be really gnarly on shirts. If you've ever done some laundry and then taken the shirts out and seen that you have a hole in some of your shirts, it could be because a zipper was in that load of laundry. And here's 2 of the little matching hearts that I did for my nieces. Let's see. Any suggestions on how to do a galaxy with white specks for stars? You could batik the stars into the shirt. Batiking is waxing or using wax on the shirt as a resist. You can also just not add as much white. That's not necessarily going to give you the star effect. You can also use sinew and bunch up just little tiny pieces of fabric and then wrap the sinew around that. But I would say batik's probably going to be the best option. It may not be the easiest option. And any tips? I got it. And here is a hat that I did. Here's another crinkle fold. A heart with kind of a blue or turquoise highlight. And then this fold, I just kind of grabbed it right here and some of the fun with tie-dye is not being particular about how things are going to work, and I just kind of folded it up and then I laid it flat and I fan folded up along it, and then I put the rainbow, not necessarily right there, but the rainbow going across it. Here's a little toddler shirt. Here is kind of a fun design. If you can see some of it, you can't see the whole shirt on these, and I apologize. But here's kind of that watery effect that I think that I did a really good job on this shirt. I think the person that's gonna get it, hopefully he enjoys it. And then here are a couple little kids shirts, and then a kind of zigzag fan fold in navy, turquoise, and bright green. And then here is the same thing in rainbow, and this looks really cool in person. I'm sure that I don't think the cameras do tie-dyes justice. I think that they're a lot better in person, and they're a lot better in the sun. And I just have all the shirts in a plastic tub, and I'm going to take them and put them in the washing machine. It's been filling up with water since I started opening them. You love my work, Christina? Well, thank you. I really enjoy doing it, and I'm glad that I could have inspired some of your designs. And yeah, addiction isn't always the best thing, but as long as you're just addicted to color, I think that's okay. But I think that's gonna do it for the stream. I probably won't be streaming again for a few weeks, but I plan on doing more of it. It was a little exhausting just trying to think of different designs to do on the stream compared to just doing the same thing over and over. And it wasn't as long as I wanted it to be. But I still had a lot of fun, and hopefully in the future I can do some longer streams. I don't know when they're gonna be. I don't know how to let you guys know when they're gonna be. Some of this technology stuff, the more I think about it, the more of a headache that I get, and the less that I'll be able to tie-dye. So yeah, thank you guys. And yeah, you can try PMing me. You can try and email me at roslinregs@yahoo.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But yeah, all this technology stuff, it's not frustrating. It takes a lot of effort for me to keep up with it. So hopefully I can respond back to you guys. And yeah, just keep on rocking it. Have fun dyeing. And thank you very much for coming and checking out the stream. It hasn't been up too long. I need to get these in the washing machine before they start kind of back dyeing on each other. So have a wonderful day, you guys. And yeah, enjoy. And well, I'm glad that I could share. I'm glad that I have something that I can offer you guys. I wish everybody had that in themselves. Bye.